Shame that tune!
Let's say we bring up our second contestant.
Yeah!
So please give a warm Streets and Sanitation District welcome to Keith Ecker. Give that wheel a good spin. Audience, shout out what you want to hear.
Beyonce!
Fight! She drives me crazy by Fight. Crazy Seal. Lou Reed is... Crazy for you, Madonna. Yes. All right. So, Keith, you have 3 minutes to share us your shame. On your mark, get set, shame.
So, when I was about 16, 17 years old, I was a neurotic in the closet high school student, and I was really into this girl for whatever reason, I don't know. I was incredibly shy, and to profess my love to her, I wrote her a letter, and I brought the letter with me today. And here it is in its entirety. Candace. Well, I'll start by saying hi. I mean, I would believe you were pretty shocked about getting this note. First, I just want to warn you that this isn't just a, hey, what's up, arrow note. Well, you probably can assume the rest. I want to start by saying that you are one of, if not the coolest girls I know. I mean, you are smart, funny, and good-looking. So far, the only person I've met who's a solid 3 for 3. I honestly have always admired you, from afar of course, since I first saw you. I just thought you were, well, it's unable to be worded, but the best all-around everything girl I've ever seen. It seemed like all these different guys would try talking to you or swoon you or something. Whatever it was, I had and still have, I guess you would say, a crush on you. By the way, I hate that word. It does seem childish, but to reword it, I thought you were so great and how I would love just to talk to you, but I just thought you were way out of my league. I remember when I first liked you, Jennifer Moore's party where you brought that guy from Richardson, your then boyfriend. I knew you were taken and he seemed cool, so I just kept it to myself. From then on, I would watch you in English or in the band hall, before or after school. Pretty weird and pathetic, I know. I remember when we went to see Into the Woods. That seriously was like a dream come true. Candace, in my car. I still can't get over it. Afterward, Jennifer and I went to IHOP. You went elsewhere. That's when I first confessed to someone that I liked you. I gave you the code name Big C. That's stupid, I know, but I used it in situations like, look, there's Big C. As not to arouse suspicion of my liking of you. Eventually I had a bunch of other stuff happening. You know how things are. I went out with Wendy. I'm not saying I wasn't devoted to her, but as much as my feelings for you were dampened, they never went away. They may not have consciously been there, but I think they were. Don't think of me as a jerk or anything for liking you and Wendy. Just believe me, it was complicated. Bluntly, I like you. Anyway, why am I writing you this now? Not as in the fact that it's midnight and I have school in the morning, but the fact that I'm writing at the end of the school year. I realize that when you know something and you want to tell someone you know it, you should tell them. In other words, shoot for the stars. The stars fade bit by bit every day. The longer you wait, the further away they get and the darker the sky grows. By jumping up and trying to snag one, one of two things can happen. One, you fall miserably and hit the ground, or two, you reach the heavens and take that star from the sky. I've always thought of you as an unreachable star. But then I realized I've never tried, so how would I know? Because in the end, whether you fly or fall, at least you know in the end you tried. Well, I'm right now in orbit and I'm waiting to see how I land. Believe me, this this was no easy choice. I've been thinking over this daily. Should I tell her? Should I not? After talking certain people's ears off on the subject, I decided to shut up and just do it, so here it is. I can understand if you don't want to respond immediately. You can tell me to get lost or whatever or not. Or if you want to just pretend this letter was never written and this never happened, that is up to you. I'd like to just know what you're thinking right now. Shaking nervously. I'm not good at this. I act like such a girl. Not being offensive to you, but you know what I mean. Keith.